Good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome to my channel. It's Foodosophy, where we talk about all things food and all things philosophy and everything else in between. I hope you enjoy this video. It's all about my supplement routine and everything that I do to combat my PCOS. So let's get started. All of these supplements that I have here are going to be listed down below if you want to check them out. Where I buy them, I buy pretty much everything through Amazon. I'm a little obsessed with Amazon, but these are just going to be a breakdown of the different supplements that I take on a daily basis and why I take them and how they're helping me. So for just a general supplement that I think everyone should be taking is a probiotic, and this specific one by Prescript Assist is a soil-based probiotic, and so what that means, it's going to be probably the most natural form that you can find a probiotic and one of the safest and the best for our gut, because this is where we started getting probiotics. Our ancestors would eat, things off the ground, and our soil is now really depleted. I was like, replenished, depleted? No, but our soil is depleted of, the good bacteria, and so we need to make sure we're adding it. And in my personal opinion, everybody, especially in America, should be taking a probiotic daily, or at least doing a protocol where you up your probiotics for about a couple weeks at a time, every couple months or so, just to make sure you're staying on the good end and not feeding too much of your bad bacteria, especially if you follow a pretty basic diet. USDA standard diet, whatever. American diet, fast food and conventional meats, different things like that. The next thing that I want to talk about is this Grassfed Organ Complex supplement that pretty much equates, in my opinion, to a multivitamin supplement. I used to take the one with just desiccated beef liver, which is probably just as good, but this one has beef liver, beef heart, beef kidney, and calf brain. And I know that sounds a little scary, and reading it out loud definitely makes me realize how weird I really am, but yeah, I personally wouldn't eat this stuff on a plate, but I know that it has so many great nutrients for me, and the only reason that I probably wouldn't eat it on a plate is because I've been conditioned to probably think, ew, that stuff is gross. Clearly, I am not a vegan, and I do not eat a vegan diet, although I would say that I am plant-based now, and I do believe in a plant-based diet and incorporating a lot more vegetables and things like that over eating too much meat, but I do eat meat. For digestion, I take betaine hydrochloride. Make sure it has the pepsin. It just works together better in the body. If you have one over the other, it can cause some issues. So make sure if you do get this for digestion that you have the pepsin in it. This one also has the gentian bitters, which is just really good for insulin resistance, which I think a lot of people suffer from insulin resistance, especially if you're getting fatigued after meals. That could be a sign. So many things could be a sign of insulin resistance, and many people don't think it can happen to them, but they may be more surprised to learn that it's more common than we may have first realized. Another supplement that I like to take is vitamin D3. I do not tend to go outside very often. I am an introvert by nature, and I tend to dress a little more modestly and don't really show a lot of skin, so I'm not getting that much sun. So I do like to make sure that I am supplementing with vitamin D3, and it does really make a difference. This is really good for mood support. And the amazing thing about vitamin D3 is it's not actually a vitamin, it's actually a hormone. And this really does make you feel sunny and bright, hence the sunshine hormone, or I don't know what they actually call it. Maybe I'll name it that. The sunshine hormone. This stuff is pretty vital. Like if you're not getting out in the sun a lot, you're staying indoors a lot, you work inside, whatever the case may be, you only go out at night, make sure you're getting vitamin D3 in your diet, either through eggs, mushrooms, or supplementation. And oftentimes, if you're not getting out in the sun, diet alone will not do it. So either get outside or start supplementing with vitamin D3. So the remainder of my supplements are more geared towards my PCOS symptoms that I get or that I have. And so these aren't necessarily going to be for everybody. If you do have PCOS and that is why you're here, you may be interested in some of these. The number one supplement that I take and will not go without, because I just believe, especially with a certain symptom that I have, just believe in this product so much, is Spearmint. And I used to drink Spearmint daily, like a couple times a day, but personally, I don't enjoy the tea. I am not a mint for pleasure type of person. Like, yeah, I enjoy brushing my teeth in the morning. Can't go without that. But as far as eating it, like mint ice cream, not for me. Mint tea, also not for me. But taking a supplement has totally fixed that problem because I could just pop a pill. This is really good for making sure the testosterone in your body, when it's too high and you have PCOS, does not convert to DHT. It blocks DHT in the body so that you don't have an increase of acne or an increase of hair growth, or maybe you're losing hair on your head, and this can stop that process. And just so many other benefits for this. Another thing for hormones that I like to take is Estrus Sense. Now this is a super expensive supplement. And honestly, I'm wary about recommending it. I do believe that it has amazing benefits, and maybe you can just get all of your hormone supplementations in this one thing, because it has just so many benefits. It has things that are really good for detoxing the liver and just an all-around great supplement. And the only reason I've been hesitant about it, or feel hesitant about it, is because it is so expensive. But this could be like the one thing that you use, if anything. They have an Estrus Smart that I used to use, but I think the reason I started taking this one is because of the Indole 3 carbinol, which is in this. I don't believe the Estrus Smart has that, and I think that is a really key supplement when it comes to balancing your hormones. So definitely check this one out if you can afford it. But if you can't afford it and you have PCOS and you're looking for a supplement to help you out, Spearmint tea is the way to go. You could either do that or saw palmetto, or I used to do saw palmetto all the time. I no longer take it because I used it for so long, and I just feel the need to kind of not take it for a while because it's not the most ideal supplement to just take so regularly. So I switched over to Vitex, and I haven't really noticed anything significant, but I don't take as much as I used to. Well, I don't take as much of this that I used to take in regards to saw palmetto. Like, I take a much lower dose, so I can't really comment on this, but I know everyone has spoken the wonders of Vitex. I just haven't taken it long enough, but it is a supplement that I take. And then I also take Cortisol Health because I stress out quite often. Are you able to read all these? I'm just now noticing that maybe it's kind of too bright on the screen. Let me try doing this. This one, again, amazing. It's really good for just calming down the body. I take this morning and night because I just have this like constant fight or flight stress response in my body, and I know that that's not normal. And especially when I'm not in my ketosis state, because I do eat a ketogenic diet, when I'm not in that state and I'm kind of off the bandwagon, you know, I had a donut or I ate a little too much carbs the day before without even really knowing it, because you can go over your carbs just by too many pumpkin seeds or too many, what else? I don't know if you can do it really with vegetables. I don't really count vegetables, but carbs are just really easy to go over sometimes. So in order to bring me back down to like this calm level, especially before bed or even after bed in the morning, just to make sure I stay calm throughout the day, this supplement is the way to go. It has magnesium in it, ashwagandha, rhodiola, essential, herbal, what do you call those? Adaptogenic herbs that are just really good for just keeping you in a calm, zen state. Highly recommend this. And it's really not that expensive. All these really are not too expensive, except for maybe these two. The Grassfed, Organ Complex, and the Estrus Sense. Those ones can be a little more pricey, but honestly, they're rightly so. Those are probably the most important that I take aside from the probiotic. That's the number one, in my opinion. And then lastly, I do a seed cycling thing that I recently started because I lost my period for a whole month and I was determined to get it back. And after a bunch of research, I learned about seed cycling, even though I've learned about it before, but I didn't really believe in it. And now I'm kind of a firm believer and think it's incredible. So basically I just follow the cycles of the moon and switch my seeds according to each new cycle when it goes from full to new and stuff like that. So right now I am on the cycle for the new moon until the 17th when it's the full moon again cycle. Until then, I am taking flaxseed oil, and I take maybe about 3 of these a day, and I think it's great. If I don't take these, it's because I'm using flaxseed oil on top of my food, but flaxseed oil, a lot of people think that for PCOS you should not have flax seeds. I personally disagree. I actually think this is good for the estrogen in the body. It's the type of estrogen that's going to help your own estrogen. And since you're cycling it, your body is not going to get used to just relying on this phytoestrogen, because once the new cycle hits, you'll be taking evening primrose oil and borage oil. I can do a separate video on seed cycling if you are interested, but I just really believe in this protocol. It got my period back, and I reap the benefits. I don't know what I'm saying. I just feel like it's great to do this. So those are all of the supplements that I currently take. So yeah, if you found this useful, go ahead and like this video or leave a comment down below if you have any other questions for me, anything I missed. And I hope to hopefully build a YouTube community around this PCOS ketogenic lifestyle, because we need more people out there that are jumping on this and hopefully benefiting from it. It's not easy, but it is easier. It's easier when you have a support system backing you up and everyone doing it together, because when you're alone, I totally understand how hard it can be. And this is why I'm making these videos, to hopefully, connect with other women who are on this journey. And men can watch too and hopefully learn something about gut health or the ketogenic lifestyle. So I'm not just going to be talking about women issues. So yeah, again, if you like the video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys soon.